across the stage. We have a green light. Our contestants are ready. Senior final, sponsored by Powerco. Timekeepers good. Judges, competitors, go! We're into the pen. Here we go. Watching big Lionel there in the middle of the stand. He was huffing and puffing, filling the lungs up with oxygen, and that's the way we like to see it. Right here on the front stand, we got Alex Smith down the first hind leg. He goes, big sweeping blows. Their skin looks inky pinky. Their gear is cutting so well. Down number 2 is the young Connor Puha. Well, they're all young, these guys. Lionel Taumata on the 3rd. There we have David Gordon, the local lad. On stand number 4, Willie Tahiri down there from Tamarinu. He's rocking off the long blow now to the last side. On the bottom end, Jade Maguire, Wairarapa over the top of the final shoulder on the first sheep. Who's going to be the first to get the drop and put the monkey amongst the pigeons? Down the last side they come. It could be Maguire Wairarapa down the far end. Not giving up as David Gordon, also Tahiri. Oh, she's neck and neck. Willie Tahiri steps into the pen.
She's all go, John, all right. Oh, Jade Maguire Wairarapa, he's travelled a long way. This Winton boy flicks into the belly wool. Gets that out of the way. She's pressure on. It's all guns blazing. Down to the first hind leg he goes. Alex Smith, the Rakaya man. Only a couple blows behind, but once again we've got the pick of the pen. We've got the stamina and strength that's going to come into this now. You can't go all guns blazing all the way. At some stage you're going to have to just sort of ease off and then come home with a big finish, hopefully. Up the neck goes Alex Smith. Connor Puha's up the neck as well. But big Lionel Taumata from Gore, just up and above Invercargill City on the deep south. He's away on the long blow too. David Gordon, Masterton, he's in the house. Let him know you're here. He's on the journey up and over the shoulder and right out to the toenails he goes. He has got beautiful rhythm. Look at him go. Tahiti right beside him, up he goes. But at the stage, it's Gordon. There'll be a roar with that, I'm sure of it, Kerry.
Come on, Masterton. He is your local boy on stand number 4. Gave it David Gordon, ladies and gentlemen. Sheep number 3 on the board. Lionel Taumata, the boy from the deep south. Into the pen he goes. Alex Smith, in he goes. Connor Puha, in he goes as well. Sheep number 3 on the board for these competitors in this Powerco Senior Shearing Final, ladies and gentlemen. It is the big event starting to roll on now. And these boys, they'll be up into the open class shearing next year. But first, they've got a Golden Shears title to win in the senior class. David Gordon finishes the long blow, takes the cheek wool and down and over the brisket he goes. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, get him behind him. He is your local boy. Down and out the flank he goes. 12 sheep in the pen this year, ladies and gentlemen. And we are on to sheep number 4. Bring him on, John.
Well, is this the Gordon Road Show or not? By crikey, he's cranking into it just a shade over 3 minutes and 3 down the hole. The Valley Orphan Taumata comes out after him here. He likes to pump it along, the big fella. Right down the valley he goes. Out the last leg comes Connor Puha. Good talented young shearer just quickly through the grades as he's in the senior event now. Alex Smith steps in from Rakaya. Valley Orphans 3 shots. Likewise is Tahiri from Tamarinu on 5. Following quick in the footsteps and stand number 6 is Maguire Wairarapa down the far end. There's been a few of those Maguire Wairarapas in the finals and semis in the last couple of days. Good to see the name stepping forward. Up around the back of the head he rolls. Round the back of the head for Willie Tahiri. But the pace still in the middle on stand number 4, stand 3. Honing down on him now. Coming across the shoulder pretty much blow for blow. Who's got the fastest last side and going to be in for number 5. Here goes Connor Puha, not too far behind as he's rocking into the long blow. Under the shoulder, down and out to the flank on the front stand as well. Alex Smith from Rakaya. Oh, we can't hear nothing here. The South boys will start getting wound in shortly. Look at him go, though, Masterton. Second in for the sheep number 5. They're closing down on the leaders now. Willie Tahiri's finding the big shots. Working away the Tamarui man. Maguire down there the far end. Ooh, down the belly, three sweepers. Konabuha, the last to go in here, and he's going to make it look easy. He's almost halfway through the job.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, John. Right, Lionel Tomata. He swings around now. Just took a wee few sheep to get that big frame of his fired up. Get the heart to get the old blood right to the extremities where he wants them at the moment. And he swings round and brushes a cheek wool clear. Now onto the shoulder. But hey, no time to get complacent up here. Get into it, Lionel Tomata, because you've got a local who's got, 400 people behind him. And he's responding to the whip. David Gordon's coming. There we go. Lionel says, catch me if you can. I'm 2 or 3 steps ahead. And don't forget about the Winton boy, Jade Maguire-Radama. He's got a few wins under his belt, and those wins builds confidence. So here he goes. He'll be in a good spot at the moment. Probably a couple really good fast sheep sitting in the pen. Once again, in goes Tahiri with him. Alex Smith under the watchful eye of Norm Haraway, one of our co-commentators here. In fact, our chief commentator. He flicks they had a bit of a pep talk before he got up there, said, okay, mate, this is how it's done. Alex Smith from Rakaya banging the shots in down towards the fertiliser works, and 1-2 big shots up the back. But it's the world-renowned long blow in the middle here for Tomata and Gordon. And then we've got up the neck goes Maguire-Radama, but onto the last shoulder now goes Lionel Tomata. What's the running time? 6 minutes 25. Remember, the points are up there, ladies and gentlemen, to keep an eye on it. Make sure there's no Hollywoods going on up there. But I can't see any red carpet or any Hollywood at this stage there, Kerry. She's just action apiece.
Oh, it's a cracking final, ladies and gentlemen, in this Powerco Senior Shearing final. And it's the boys on stand 3 and 4. Leading the way at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Sheep number 7 on the board. Down the first leg they go. Undermine time. 12 in the pen this year, ladies and gentlemen. Up the neck they go. These boys need to start thinking, how's the diesel tank? How is my gear cutting? They've got 2 hand pieces set up, ladies and gentlemen. They will change, but the question is they have to self-manage. They have to know when my gear is starting to go off. When's the best time to change? And David Gordon says, mate, my gear is humming. Under that final shoulder he goes, and down and out the flank. Come on, Lionel. Stick with him, my boy. Come on, Masterton. He's your local hometown hero. Stand number 4, sheep number 7. She's done and dusted. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Change the handpiece. John, over to you.
Oh, a difficult sheep for that one of Lionel's, he said. That was a very yellow sheep. It was very hard on the skin. Needed to get the fresh gear on. Righto, we see what we can do now. Don't you count the rest of the team out, though. These other 4 shearers maybe back off the pace a little bit, but they are shearing extremely within themselves, and there's still time. They're only on sheep number 7. Here they go into the pen for their 8 sheep now. Coming out over the top, here's Lionel Tomata. He's going out after Gordon again, but Gordon says, I'm taking the wings off now. I'm in super jet size. Up the top he comes on the money side of the sheep for the 8th time. Head starting to bob a little bit. Got to suck some oxygen in. Get the brain thinking again. Down the first off leg now comes Maguire-Radama down the far end into the first off shoulder is Tahiri from Tamarui. Out the last leg though for Gordon. He's still got 6 or 7 shots on Lionel. Oh, crikey. A bit of a jump there, the old sheep. She didn't want that new change of gear, but he's still persisting with it, and down and out to the flank he goes. Here comes Konapuha. Like this way this young fellow Shears goes in about his work without too much fuss and bustle. Crossed his shoulder. Here comes Alex Smith from Rakaya. Things a little bit fluffy for him. Maybe the gear's not quite handling the sheep. He'll have to concentrate to keep that bottom tooth down. Fresh steel on down from Maguire-Radama. But around the back of the head comes Gordon. He's got that handy lead now. Maybe they can't pull him back, but they'll be trying their darndest. Remember that every 20 seconds you're behind the fastest person, you lose a point, and that could hurt. You got to keep the quality right, plus the speed, Gerald.
Oh, yes, she's three facets all right to make the top podium spot. Once again, there's no give-me's here. How's Willie Tahiti going from Taumanui? Up the neck he goes. Stand 5. He's banging the shots in, but it's your man David Gordon. That handpiece change has suited him well. The comb's running well. I was a bit concerned for Tolmata. He went for the handpiece change and the sheep started kicking and it's doing it again. And it gives me a bit of a feeling sitting up here. It's dragging a wee bit on him. And that's why they're getting a bit of jippo. But he's got the muscles to drive it because he's got muscles on top of his muscles. Alex Smith. Well, he's got a beautiful, beautiful style there as he swings right out the toenails, and Connor Puha does exactly the same. A bit of synchronised shearing there, and Jade Wairarapa, he's come a long way, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Winton. It's planes, trains and automobiles for him, but right at the moment it's shearing the old sheep. That's in the past. We'll get home somehow tomorrow. Down towards the fertiliser works he goes. 1, 2 big shots up the back. And he made sure it went in, so there's no Hollywoods down there. He made sure that one big shot went right over the backbone. This is Jade on sand 6 I'm talking about. It's crucial to get that last side right, otherwise you can end up a whole lot of problems. All right, I know Masterton, you want some action. Well, it's sheep 10. Yes, your man David Gordon is still the leader.
David Gordon, sorry. David Gordon, number 11 on the board, ladies and gentlemen. One more in the pen for him. He is your local hometown hero, ladies and gentlemen. Down the first leg, Lionel Tumada, the boy from the deep south. Sheep 11 on the board for you, Lionel. Come on, my man, don't roll over and die now. You're only a couple blows behind. Come on, boy, bore it in. Up the neck he goes. Come on, Lionel, you've come a long way to be here today. You want to go home with a red ribbon? You got to earn it, mate. You got to earn it. Around the shoulders he goes, drops down in the long blow. Gordon, a little niggler. Here we go, Lionel. Here we go. This is your chance. Bring it on home, boy. Bring it on home. Here's your chance. Over that final shoulder. Come on, Masterton. Get in behind your man. Bring him down. That South Island boy, you don't want him to win. Down and out the flank he goes, right out to the tips of the toes. David Gordon, sheep number 12 on the board. Lionel Tomato, sheep 12 on the board. Bring him on home, John.
Oh, she's a cracker, and they're into it, Hammonds and tongs. There's what, 3 blows, 2 blows in it now. Who's it going to be? The man from Palmata, Gore or Masterton. You'll be wanting your man to win. He's up the neck ahead of him now. There's still 2 shots in it. Here goes a change in for another sheep. Sheep number 12 for Jade down the far end. Willie's right there as well, and goes the man Connor Puha on 2. Here comes Alex Smith out the last leg. But the battle's still in the middle of the field, ladies and gentlemen. Powerco sponsored event. Masterton turns first. Here comes Gore. Taumata across the shoulder. Over and down and out to the flank. They're about to come. Taumata is at the last side. It's Gordon. Taumata. Gordon. Taumata. Not sure. Might have been by a whisker. Both scored the same in time.
Oh, take a breath, John. Holy smoke. I don't know. You'll get it's a photo finish anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Connor Puha, he's on number 12 too. Don't forget if there's a lot to this. We've just seen it in the heat and the intermediates. All sorts of things can happen when it comes to podium time. Give it up for Connor Puha. He's in for the red button. Jade Wairarapa done it too, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Winton. Then we've got Alex Smith from Rockire. There has been nothing in it. And Willie Tahiti, he is wrapped up too. Then we've got Alex Smith. He does the finishing touches. Folks, give them all a round of applause. Stay up there, please, Shearers. Just stay up there, thanks. Wow.
Well,
I'll go and have a yarn to one.
I'm pleased the power didn't go out. The sponsor did the right job.
Yeah.
Gavin Pageant, please, Gavin Pageant. We'd like to see you at the announcer's table.
I just, a man who's dealt with a few points, if the shearing points aren't relevant with you, just stay up here, please, fellas. in between first and second, it looks a long way. It looks like, whatever, a good half sheep behind. But in points, it's really only 1 point. So it's all on up there because really 1 point's nothing. So it'll be very interesting soon. Who we got up here? Have we talked to a fella called David Gordon? Yeah, where is he? David, stay up here, fellas. Instant prize giving, please. Guys, David Gordon. Oh, here you go. Stay up here, please. Thank you. Where's the seat, mate? We'll sit in the middle of the stage. You're down here. Come down here, buddy. Come down to where you shore really well. Wow. Just generally, how did that go?
Oh, it was all right. Pretty tired now, though. But, yeah, it was all right.
So tell the audience, because you're up there for 13 and a half minutes going hard out, when these arms and these here start getting really tight and the legs get heavy, where does that normally start to bite?
Oh, usually around sheep 6, maybe. So you got 6 more to do. And you're pretty tired. But, yeah, wasn't too bad today, so it was good.
Have you been doing extra due to that? Have you been doing due to more finals, due to swimming after work, due to running before work, due to gym work? What do you think's changed that you can do 12 sheep now and you used to hit the wall at 6 where you're still getting through pretty well?
Oh, just the big occasion. So, you got to do what you can. So, yeah, it was all good. Haven't been doing much running, though. Need to get out more.
Need to get out more. So a lot of tactics involved then when you're pacing yourself better, you think, instead of as you realise when you go through finals, there's a reason you can do 100 metres in 10 seconds. You can't do 200 in 20 seconds because the body can't do it. You do 200 more, and you can't do 400 metres in 40 seconds because it's impossible because the body can't do it. So that's a learning thing up here, of course, when you start hitting the wall and then how to manage that mentally.
Oh, yeah, I was just going hard, really. That was about it.
There is a saying, I said, David Gordon, sometimes aerodynamically a bumblebee is not supposed to fly, but no one's told the bumblebee he can't, so he just does it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, your man, David Gordon. Lionel, where's Lionel Tomata, your man in crime? Lionel? Here he is. I'm not actually sure who is the ringer. I think it was just about
The Powerco Senior Shearing has just finished, and the boys are just getting ready for an instant prize giving. So we've got a little bit of time before that happens, but we'll sneak in the Junior Woolhandling Champion, the Rural Women's Junior Woolhandling Champion, and also the Te Puni Kōkiri sponsored Senior Champion. So we have Sunny Te Whare. Sunny is living in the South Island, and how are you feeling at this time?
At this time, I'm actually feeling like a winner. So, yeah, feeling good.
And the winner takes home $300 as well. That's a good prize package, and better than Lotto.
Yes, it is actually.
Okay.
I actually needed that too because you should have seen what I had to go through to get up here.
Okay, it's a long time and it's a big way and it's a big cost for travel anyway. Mm-hmm. Okay, well you're no stranger to this studio, Jeremy. What's it like to be the Senior Woolhandling Champion?
Oh, I'm privileged to be number 1 this year in the senior, competing against all the girls and the guys and triathlon. I'm so happy.
Well, the Goodges have had a good run, haven't they, Sonny?
Yes, they have.
They've had a good run, and look, the effort that goes into it is if you're entering next year, you need to be starting tomorrow for the World's the 2020 60th birthday here at the Golden Shears. So, is there anybody you'd like to make a shout out to?
Yeah, I'll make a shout out to everyone at SPM, my supervisors, Raf, Shayna, and May. Sorry.
No.
All my family in Australia, all my friends in Australia, everyone down south. Hi.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I'd just like to make a big shout out to all my family and friends and my darling at home watching me live. All my friends in Australia, all the farmers and Vinny, you see that, bro? This is you next year, my bro.
Okay, we're going to go straight back to the stadium because they're about to give the prizes out. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toby.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Connor. Obviously a very popular winner, so you've got a few people following you out there. This is a really big achievement to achieve this senior final winner at the Golden Shears. Congratulations.
Cheers, thank you. I'd just like to thank Aaron Haynes for the help over the last couple of weeks, the sponsors and the committee. Cheers.
Second place and $600. David Gordon. Third place, $400. Jade Wairarapa. Fourth place and $300. Lionel Taumata. Fifth place, $250. Alex Smith. And give it up for Willie Tahere. Just while the photo is being taken, we also have two more prizes connected to this event. They are for the best quality points in the senior semi-final and best quality points in the final. The first, the John Midwinter Memorial Shield for best quality points in the senior semi-final. We'll just wait for the photographer. It's all good, it just builds the suspense here. Fair enough, this is a great moment for all of them. So, the John Midwinter Memorial Shield for best quality points in senior semi-final with 6.6 points. David Gordon. And now, the J.H. Bryant Memorial Tankard for the senior shearer with the best quality points in the final. Connor Puha. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just take a moment to set up for the next event. In the meantime, I'll pass you back to the boys.
Could we have Aaron Haynes and Mark Granger to get their singlets for the Open semi-final, please? Next on the card is the Open Woolhandling semi.
I'm here with Alan from Trust House, outside one of the newest houses that Trust House provides in the community. Alan, tell us about the Trust House Affordable Housing Program.
Well, thanks, Brent. Trust House provides affordable rental accommodation for people in our community most in need. We provide rental accommodation in the Tararua and Wairarapa regions.
It sounds like something the government's been trying to do. How do you work with government agencies?
Interestingly, Trust House was the first fully registered community housing provider in New Zealand back in 2015. And we've been working very closely with the government around many of the community housing initiatives to make sure that the houses that we provide for the people in our communities are warm, safe